Hey folks, it's your boy Kevin. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm here to present you this brand new Hummer Ev 2026 2X. Yes, you heard me right. 2026 model year for the Hummer. It's already here, ladies and gentlemen. And this one has some changes, not on the outside, but on the inside. Well, some trim level are gonna have some changes on the outside, especially the crab walk. You know, I'm not talking about design here. I'm talking about features. So it's gonna have something called king crab. So that is a great feature, and I cannot wait to show you. Not today though, not today. But as soon as I have this vehicle, in my hand for a couple of days, I will show you the king crab, all the feature, all the new features with this Hummer, and I could wait to do so. But there is also a trim I think that called, if I remember correctly, carbon fiber edition. So this one I don't think has come out yet. Probably October or November, or probably it's already on the way. Now, with this brand new Hummer EV2X 2026, this one, as you guys can see, it still looks the same from the outside. But wait until I went to the inside. Not that there's gonna be changes like like new style, like new interior, but you're gonna see some new seat colors and like the gauge cluster, even on the infotainment system. But now let's dive in with this brand new Hummer EV. And before I do so, I want to shout out to these guys at GMC, Brick GMC Denver's in Massachusetts. These guys are awesome. We got Vanessa who drove this vehicle here for me so I can, you know, shoot out this video. And she's awesome. Everybody in there is awesome. So check them out. If you want a brand new vehicle or used vehicle, check them out. They are the real deal. Now, let's dive in with this beautiful Hummer EV pickup truck. Now, as I already mentioned in my videos about the Hummers, if you watch my videos already about the Hummers, you know that I always mention that this is not the headlights. The headlights is down here, and I'm sorry, folks. It's kind of like dirty. It's been raining, so and this car had some dirt in it. So I wanted to bring you this video as quick as possible, so I didn't have time to let them watch it for me. But like I said, folks, the headlights is down here, which you don't need a fog light, which is okay by me because the headlight is well located down here. Now you're gonna have recovery hooks and the GMC badge right there. And this at night, folks, this grill, this fake looking grill with the Hummer name is gonna scream Hummer at night with this illumination that's gonna look so freaking good. Let me step back. Yes, this vehicle, it just right in your face. That's why I love Hummers. They always look so tough, look so brawny, boxy and stuff. That's what I like. And now, let's check out the side. But before I do so, let me show you the hood. Man, the hood looks amazing. And I think this hood looks a little bit bigger than the SUV version. Now, you are gonna get some fenders gloss black, which gonna get so dirty pretty quick. So I'm gonna give that a half thumbs up since it looks good. But down here, you're gonna get 22-inch wheels because this one is not the off-road package. And as we continue to down to the side here, down here we have the Hummer EV badge, and we have 360 surround view camera. Now let me give you guys the side profile. See how long or massive. I have to start back a little bit more to show you this guys the side profile. Yeah, look at this beast. And the door panel, I mean not the door panel, the door handle, it's body colored. And the rearview mirror, it's gloss black. matches the two-tone of this brand new Hummer. So let me know, guys, what do you guys think about this one? Looks a lot better than the Cybertruck, that's for sure. But down here, you're gonna have everything LEDs, of course. But since this one is not the off-road package, you're not gonna get cover hooks in the back, unfortunately. So this is where you're gonna tow with your Hummer, okay? And you got the Hummer EV spelled out down here. On the bottom here, you got Gmc. So remember, guys, this Hummer is not the brand name. So GMC is actually the brand name. Something to be aware of. And this is where you charge your Hummer. Remember, this one is electric, so it's not a gas powered engine. All right. So now let's check out the front. To check the front trunk, since this one is an EV, obviously it has a front trunk. But not every electric vehicle has a front trunk. But thank God the Hummer does. Now let's check it out. This is the key fob right there. So basically, to open this up, you press this twice, and it will open it. So before I talk about the front trunk and the horsepower of this thing, I want to mention, you see this roof panel right there? This Hummer is actually convertible. So basically, you can remove them and store them in front here. So you can put them in these bags. Yeah. So that's what they're here for, to store them underneath here when I enjoy your summer. But now, we got some nice storage in here, and since we're in front, we're gonna talk about the horsepower of this bad boy. You know, the 2X. You know, this is the not the most powerful one version, and this one you're looking at 570 horsepower and 7,200 pound-feet of torque. And what you got with this brand new Hummer 0 to 60 2X, you get around 4.4 seconds. Now, this is pretty quick, but if you get the 3X, you're gonna get even 3 seconds. With the carbon fiber edition, I believe with that one, you're gonna get even like more horsepower. Like the 3X is like 1,000 horsepower, and the 3X carbon fiber edition, I believe the horsepower it's 1,160 horsepower. Can do 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. Now that is pretty freaking fast, and this vehicle weighs over 9,000 pounds. Imagine a vehicle doing that speed, man. This is mind blowing. Now, before I head to the interior, I'm gonna show you how to close this bad boy. You know, it was tricky on the first time for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. So basically, how to close it, you press this button right here twice and you hold it. Uh, he doesn't want to do it on camera. What this thing doing? That's how I do it last time and it worked. Now it finally decided to close. Alright, now let's step into the interior and see what we're working with here. But before I do so, I gotta tell you the price of this bad boy. So the way this baby is optioned, this beautiful Hummer EV2X 2026, you might say, it looks freaking good. It's gotta be expensive. Well, it is expensive. You're looking at around $99,095. And what you get with this brand new Hummer, well, I'm gonna show you. Hopefully, you can see it in the sticker price. So you got this beautiful new color, interior color. I mean, that called granite drift. You know, you got different color options for 2026, which is fantastic. But I think the old colors, I forgot the name. They're not in my head right now. So yeah, they are gone for 2026. And in the interior, wait until I show you guys. So yeah, folks. So 96,000, and let me show you the what you get. You can pause it if you like. All right, see the options. Just brand new Hummer. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but yeah, so this is what you get. The brand new Hummer. All right, now let's step to the interior and see what we're working with here. So now we're about to head to the interior of this brand new Hummer, and I'm gonna show you the changes. Well, the changes I know about so far. I believe there's actually more changes. And here we go. So this is the brand new interior color that you're gonna get with the 2026 model year, and you're still gonna get the same nice materials, um, deep door pocket. You know, this is the moon surface and the grill cover for the speaker, and you can fold your window, your side rearview mirror. And now, I'm sorry, the floor it's dirty. And now in here, this is your seat control. It's power seats, of course. The 99,000 vehicle, the seats should be powered. In my opinion. Now, we're inside of this brand new Hummer, and as you guys can see, I didn't press any button. So for the 2020 model, 2025 model year, you get a press start button. But well, for 2026, it's no more. And look at that, folks. You got a brand new Google Map display and the gauge cluster, which I don't think you did get for the 2025 model year. But for the 2026, this is fantastic news because this one is was the features that I've been waiting for so long, and now it's finally here, and I couldn't be happier that GMC decided to bring this beautiful tech. But um, although I'm not sure if this one has head-up display, you know, once I find out, I will let you guys know. But yeah, guys, the steering wheel looks freaking good as always. Since this one is a fast vehicle, I would wish they give me a flat bottom, but it's okay. Yeah, folks, this vehicle, it's I gotta say, it's my favorite. One of my not one of my favorite, actually my favorite, because Hummer has always been since I was growing up, and since they discontinued the Hummer, that was a deal breaker for me. But they brought it back. I wish they brought it back as a gas or V8, but they brought it as an EV. Well to have it, not have it at all. And now, guys, let's talk about this steering wheel here. So I'm kind of upset because it's not as easy to configure the gauge cluster here. So I think you guys will, when you purchase a vehicle, if you're brand new to the Hummer, like EV, you're gonna have to get used to it because this one. So basically, to control this, so you gotta press the button like to, if you wanna set up the a different way, you can set up like this. Just it's not that difficult if I'm being honest, but you gotta press it a certain way for the menu to pop up. So that's a kind of deal breaker for me. But other than that, I don't know for the 3X if it's gonna be different. I have to double check that. But other than that, you can hit clean. This is how it's gonna look like. Yep. So now, if you go to driver assistance, This is how it's gonna look. So, yep. So far, on the map, me, this is how I would live it, and so this is to control your Super Cruise right there, which I haven't used yet, But as soon as I win the Hummer, I will actually, show you how to use that, of course. Um, yeah. Now to the infotainment system. So the infotainment system, it's has some changes. What the changes of the infotainment system is that no more Apple CarPlay. That is a deal breaker for me, and I know for a lot of you that's gonna be a deal breaker. They had it for the 2025, but now GMC decided to remove Apple CarPlay on the Hummer, you know, and they also remove the start button. I like the start button better than the freaking just get inside and the car is ready to go. Some of you might like this feature. I don't know how I feel about it. Maybe it will go on me. It's a thing, like you would think like when you step out the vehicle will stay on, but I think earlier when I just go inside of the vehicle, it just shut off, which is great. But other than that, I don't know if it's always gonna be the case. You know what I mean? Because I believe the GMC, no, the Cadillac Escalade IQ, you know, I couldn't figure out how to turn it off, and once I get out, the vehicle was still on for some reason. So, but maybe they make it easier for the Hummer. I don't know, but I would definitely find out for you guys. But yeah, folks, this brand new Hummer, the wireless charging is still gonna be over here, and you got two cups over here, which is fantastic. And this is where to control your car quad, your mode, your driving mode, and this is how you raise your vehicle up and down. I will show you guys that when I actually have the vehicle, for a couple of days. And like I said, guys, I'm gonna show you all the features, all the great, cool features, cool tech about the Hummer. But now, let's check out the center console, which is pretty huge. So you got nice storage in here, which is freaking fantastic. And now, so yeah, it's kind of like I don't know how I really feel about it, but feel comfortable enough. And the seats feels nice, feels great with this brand new color. Yeah. So now to the infotainment system. So basically, let's hit camera here and see what we got. So yeah, like GMC are the best when it comes to camera quality because man, look at the view here. So so clean, so beautiful, and you got different option, you know. So this is the back, and this is on top of your bed. This is gonna help you tow. Yeah. So basically, like the camera quality, I believe it's kind of dirty right now, but trust me, GMC when it comes to camera quality, they are the best. And now let's go back. So basically, since this one is not gonna have any more Apple CarPlay, so I believe you can download map like Waze, etc., etc. But I think people would still want the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. So you got settings, climate, Wi-Fi, off-road. You got Play Store, so this is where you're gonna able to, when you like set it up. So this is all the apps you're gonna be able to download, which is great. But in my other review about the Hummer, like I mean, when I get this vehicle for a couple of days, I will show you how to do all this stuff. But now for now, so let me show you the before I go to the back. This is the glove box. It's really roomy, that's for sure. And this is the AC vent, and you got extra storage down here. So I'm glad they didn't go, like the other GMC product, put the shifter like, on the side here. They still keep it here, which is fantastic. because I love this shifter. It looks so freaking good in my opinion. So now if you wanna see the crab rock, how you demonstrate on the screen. So you hold it. Yep, that's it guys. Now let's head to the back and see what we're working with here. And now we're about to head to the back and see what we're working with here, to the rear. So to unlock it, you press this button right here. Yep. So you're gonna get to the nice material as the front, and you still got the moon surface on the grill cover speaker. Now let's step inside and see exactly what we're working with here. All right. So I bring the chair all the way back, and I'm 6'5" guys, and I still have some space back here. You know, I can go on a long trip, no problem. And I can ask the driver to move the seat a little bit to be a little bit more comfortable. But other than that, I'm still comfortable back here. And I got some nice pocket, pretty nice. And put the large things in here. And down here, you got your AC control with some AC vents, which is good. And you got power source down here, which is fantastic. Yeah, I believe it's pretty dark, so you guys not gonna be able to see it, but there is a power source down here. All right, so this is the seats. Looks comfy, feels nice. And if you want to bring this one down, let me show you the. Yep. So we got nice cover doors, and also armrest feels nice, and you get extra storage. You know, you can hide things from your wife. Or a little surprise for your wife or something, or for your kids. All right, now this is the roof. This is where you can remove your roof. Like I believe with this, you can enjoy the summer for sure, for sure. And this is the front from the back. Looks so freaking good, man. All right, now let's check out the tailgate. All right, now guys, this is the tailgate. So to open this bad boy, actually press this to bring it down. All right. So now you may ask it, how am I gonna get in? So you see the second button right here. So this is what you press to actually get in. So let me bring it down again. Now you can actually press this, boom, and press this button right here. There you go. Now you're able to get in easy. All right, guys, close it. Really easy. All right, guys. So now let's swap this up. But before I do so, I forgot to mention inside the bed here. So let's open this again. So we got power source here and extra light in here, light in here. And it's not a big size. This vehicle is not for you to do like, work stuff. It's for you to show off, you know. This this is what this vehicle is about. So if you want to buy this truck to just like carrying stuff around, no, it's not the truck for you. This truck is for you to show your friends, show your, I don't know, because this vehicle is meant to be like, like let's say a freaking a car show, and like, you know, that's what this car is about. So it's not about like you can carry some stuff, because I believe when you put the spare tire in there, so basically you're not gonna have a lot of space. But still, if I would choose between the SUV and the truck, I'll choose the pickup truck. All right, now let's wrap this one up and see you in a few seconds. I know it's not night time, but before I wrap this one up, I want to show you the cool lights. You know, when you see this at night, man, you cannot mistake in this vehicle for any other vehicle but a Hummer. And it looks so freaking good at night with this marker light on top. So now, guys, it was a pleasure for me to bring you this brand new Hummer EV pickup truck 2X 2026. And let me know what you guys think about the changes so far. If you like it or if you do not like it. But for me, there was some good news and there was some bad news. For me, the bad news was because no more Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. But the good news, I got new full map in the gauge cluster. That was fantastic. And I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that, there is no press start button no more. How do I feel about it? But I guess this is the way it is. You gotta take your poison. You gotta gain some and lose some. So basically, you gotta take your poison, as my girlfriend always says. So now, if you wanna see more video like this, you know, bring you updates. I believe I'm one of the first guy who film and who about to upload a brand new video first tour of the 2026 Hummer EV. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And please, guys, don't forget about these guys because without them, this video wouldn't be possible. So please, if you're in Massachusetts, if you live in Malden, Everett, Saugus, they're not too far. And please check them out because they are the real deal. And now, guys, just like always, stay safe out there. Subscribe on my channel. Share with your friends and your family. And just like always, guys, stay safe out there.